Alright guys, so we're going to do a breakdown here. And it's going to be a damn good one, so stay tuned throughout this video if you are a chosen one, because this may offend you. You might not want to hear the truth. You might not want to hear what I have to say, but just understand that this is very real information and this should be heard by everybody. But I already gave my warning. Only the chosen ones should watch this, so it's on you if you stay throughout this video. And it's nothing too groundbreaking, it's nothing too crazy, but it's just very real. And of course, as I begin to explain this concept, there's always exceptions to the rules and how things really are. So, you could be that type of person that this could be an exception to you. You could be the one to overcome this hurdle, what I'm about to explain. So let's get right into this. So basically, when it comes to men and women of this world, and this is for the chosen ones, because you will understand what I'm saying, and you will take on board what I'm saying, and you will know what I'm saying is the truth. Without hesitation, you will not flinch. So, when it comes to men and women of this world, there is a certain way, there is a certain method that all men and women should kind of follow. And like I said, there's always exceptions to the rules. You could be born rich, you could be born like this, you could be born like that. But when we're talking majority of people in this world, there is something men and women should do to end up winning the life. Because we don't play by the same rules. The rules are not the same. How men become valuable and how women become valuable are two totally opposite things. So, for every man, we'll start with this that's watching this video, you guys should really consider becoming the best you can be as early as possible, because that is how you're going to win. Men peak in between the ages of, let's say, 24 to 36. That is a male's peak, where he's going to be able to attract the best, highest quality women in his life, because that's when he's going to have his prime years. When it comes to having your shit together, looks, probably status, money, all these things, right? That is a man's prime. That is when you're going to be able to capitalize on your best options. This is how you win, because men win by getting the greatest woman by his side. And as for women, you ladies win by capitalizing in your prime as well. It just goes by different rules, because your guys' prime is in between 18 and 24, 25-ish. That is your prime years for your beauty. And a lot of women don't know how men really think. You guys couldn't be further from the truth if you think men want this 30 some year old woman who's financially secure and all this. You're thinking like a man, because that is not, it's not that men don't want you, period. It's the fact that you will get overseen and overlooked from a female that is in between the ages of, let's say, 18 to 24, 25. You will get turned down by one of these females, because men like women around that age, because of fertility, because of many reasons, looks, obviously, things like this. And the younger she is, the less likely it is that she had a long time to be able to be promiscuous and have a high body count and stuff like this. All these things play a factor. The most valuable woman is a young woman, and I'm not calling other women not valuable, but this is just how it is. This is how men and women think. Women are their most valuable, believe it or not. You don't have to like what I'm saying, you don't have to. But this is the truth, whether you like it or you're in your feelings or not. Between the ages of 18 and 24, when she's at her best looking, when she's had the least amount of bodies possible, this is the most valuable woman that a man could possibly get. Her best looking, in her prime years, the least amount of bodies as possible, and the most cooperative. That right there is the highest value. That's the highest value you can get as a female. That is when you can strike and get the highest value male that you can. We're talking about winning here, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about winning. And like I said, there's always exceptions to the rules. You can win at any given age, but we're talking about the most likely, the likelihood of these things. So if you really want to win, you got to be smart. You got to capitalize in the perfect moments for yourself. And you just got to be smart. And if you weren't so smart, you can still capitalize and you can still do things to the best of your ability to still attract the highest value person of your opposite gender that you possibly can. This is what you can do, but just know that this is the way it is. You don't have to like it. I don't have to like it. I don't really care about it because I understand it. I didn't like it whenever I was a younger kid. Because females know when you're the same age as them, which I was getting the prettier girls, my same age whenever I was in high school and even past for some years. But they have so many options. They can just toy with you and it doesn't matter. Because they can pretty much pick and choose whatever they want to do. They're like a high value man that is rich when they're in their beauty and their prime. So as a man, it doesn't matter who you are. I would have considered myself pretty high value at the age I was, but there's only so high value you can get because there was things I obviously lacked. I didn't have the financial stuff down point. I wasn't rich, obviously. There's certain things that you just don't have as a younger male. So she overdid me. And that's what it comes down to. Did I like it? No. Do you like how certain things are? No. But it is how it is. And as long as you understand, it's really not going to piss you off because at that age, I didn't even understand it. So I was pissed. I was in red pill rage. I was pissed because things weren't going my way. And that's how it is with me. That's how it is with you. We can sit here and lie to ourselves, but there's certain things that is frustrating. So it's up to us to recognize what we can do to capitalize in certain positions in life. Fast forward time. Now I'm a guy right now at the age of 26, just hitting my prime years right now. Just starting. This is the start of my prime years. Those same women that toy with me, I'm toying with them. I turned you down. I rejected you. I don't want you now because guess what you did? You did not do what you should have done in your prime. Now you pay for it because you got tossed around thinking you're cool, thinking you can do whatever you want with no repercussions. Guess what? Baby girl, there is repercussions. I don't want you now because you're less valuable. You're way less valuable to me now, and I can get something much greater over you. How does it feel? How does it feel? My, how the tables have turned. And guys, this is how it goes. You don't get greedy. When you have something that's good, you should be doing everything in your power to please it and to keep it. Not people pleasing, but like treat it well type thing. Never let go of something like that. Ever. Because you're going to pay for it. There's a lot of promiscuous chicks in that age range, 18 to 24. And they're getting older now. And they're the ones that are crying because they can't get what they used to be able to get. That's your mistake. You made a huge mistake. Doesn't mean you still can't attract something that could do good for you in your life. It's possible. Is it probable? No. Is it possible? Yeah. And you can make it possible, and I wish you the best. But you're not going to get something like me. You're not going to get something like some other guy that really focused in on his life and did everything in his power to become what he is. The probability of that is almost zero. And you would probably have to trick a guy like that because he's not going to accept you as you are because of your past. Guys care about a woman's past a lot. If you're a bad candidate for a wife, you're a bad candidate for a wife. Just look at her past. It says a lot. Now, should you judge somebody off their past? If you're smart, yeah, a little bit. Can you change from your past? You can. Is it possible? It's possible. Is it probable? Nah. You know why? Because most people don't want to change. That's the thing. It takes a lot for a person to actually want to change. I had to go through so much to reach my potential because it forced me to get better. And I'm never going to come off that mindset because I never want to feel the way I felt. You're never going to make me not feel good enough. You're never going to do that to me ever again. In fact, I'm going to reverse the roles. I'm going to make you feel that way. And that's my revenge. And I'm not even going to do nothing to you personally. It's just going to happen because I'm going to become so great in my own right that I already know what you're going to do. You're going to come back, and I knew that was going to happen. And guess what, guys? It happened. Now look who's laughing. Hee hee ha ha, bitch. So guys, at the end of the day, and this is just all fun and games to me, I really don't give a damn. We can laugh our way to wherever we want to go, but at the end of the day, we all just want what's right for our lives. I don't even care about these females in the past, to be honest. I hope that they can fix their mistakes and get something at least ideal for themselves. But I'm not going to give them the time of day. I'm not going to be the one that's going to make their life greater whenever they cause me pain. Whenever they put me through those positions, I'm not going to bless you. I'm just not. You really did it. And I know a lot of people can relate to this, guy and girl. I know for a fact. But when it's all said and done, I just literally broke it down, like what you should be doing. And if you're watching this video and you're out of your prime, don't worry, because you can still get something really good for yourself. But what I need you to do and what I want you to do to make that happen is to work your balls off, because obviously at one point in time you didn't do that. Do not lie to me, do not lie to yourself. You did not do that, clearly, because you're out of your prime. You still don't got what you want. That's a mistake. You made a mistake. And there's no excuses. And you can't say you didn't make a mistake, because yes, you did. If you're out of your prime and you still don't got what you want, yes, you did make a mistake. And it is on you, because there's too much damn time to make something great happen for yourself, and you couldn't do it. So yes, you did make a mistake. Can you correct it? It's possible. I'm just being honest with you guys. Is it possible? It's possible. Probable? Not really. But you can still get some good things going for yourself if you now start doing all the right things. And that's what it comes down to. So, do the right damn things. Don't be stubborn. Don't think and be so full of yourself that you don't think you have to put in the work. I should just be accepted as I am. No one's going to accept your motherfucking toxic ass by just being as I am. Do you think anyone's going to accept me being as I am if I'm just some toxic dumbass with no brains, no IQ, no financial stability, no nothing? Give your head a shake. Look in the mirror, change you. If you want something great, you don't just deserve anything. Some people think, oh, I deserve this life. You don't deserve shit, buddy, pal, lady. No, you don't. There's girls that they do certain things. Oh, this is what I deserve. Entitlement at its finest. You only deserve what you make of yourself. And this is the world, ladies and gentlemen, that we're living in. Cry about it, complain about it, do whatever you want about it. This is the world we're living in. It is cold. It is ruthless. You get what you put out. So put a lot of work into yourself. You're going to get great results. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. And like I said, there's always exceptions. But for the majority of everything, this is really how it is. There's always exceptions. You can strike on a person. You could be a teenager, dating another teenager. You could get married to that person. No problems, no nothing. It can happen. Is it possible? It's possible. Is it probable? It's not. Because there's a lot of life to live. People change. People usually break up. I know people who was in 6-year relationships from the start of junior high all the way through the end of high school and a little past, and they broke up. And this is like the longest relationship you're ever going to see from a guy and a girl that starts in junior high and ends through high school and then ends shortly after high school. It's not probable that it happens and everything goes smooth. You're not, like, I wish we could see the percentage of that and the success of that, of dating as teenagers and getting married and everything goes fine. Your first partner, their first partner, it all goes fine. The percentage is not high. Very, very low, I guarantee it. Now, I don't know exactly the percentage on it, but I know for a fact it's low. I know for a fact it's low because where I come from, it's actually pretty damn good here for dating compared to other places in the world. And it wasn't even good like in high school and in junior high as far as people staying together and not breaking up and stuff like this. So we're talking about the majority here. There's always exceptions to all these rules and regulations of what I'm saying. There always is, there always will be. People can make whatever they want to make work, but we're talking majority here. So if you want to increase your chances of just winning in life, understand your role. Understand what the opposite gender wants. Because when you become what the opposite gender cannot stand to not have, and the other person of the opposite gender becomes what you very, very much want, it's a match made in heaven. They will land upon you, you will land upon them, match made in heaven. You increase your chances of all these things happening. You don't have to like it. I don't have to like it. I don't mind it. I get it. I don't mind it. I don't like it. I don't dislike it. It is what it is. Cry about it, complain about it, do whatever you want about it. It is what it is. I honestly do not mind it at all. And I definitely don't mind the position I'm in. Whatever. But you have to bust your balls. You have to bust your ass as a man. For women, you don't really got to bust. You got to put in some effort, sure. You don't got to work nearly as hard as a man to get your value as high as it can possibly be. There's much more a man has to do to raise his value as a man, to become a 1%er, than a female becoming a 1%er. 1%er females are exactly what I explained. You're not a 1%er female because you have this kick-ass job and you make a lot of money. That has nothing to do with being more attractive as a female. You become mostly attractive as a female by your beauty, by your young age, because of your fertility, you have many years that you can still easily get the job done. And you have very, very little bodies, maybe none, but very, very little mileage. And this might sound whatever to you. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. This is what both men and women desire in each other. And for anyone to say otherwise, you're fucking lying. You're literally lying. So, if you want your value to be at its peak, listen to what I have to say here. If not, go about things however you want to go about them. Enjoy your life, live your life. Just don't even worry about getting better. Do what you want to do, and just hope to God you can get something ideal, because you know you can still do that and you can still get something ideal for yourself. Is it possible? It's possible. Is it probable? It's not. The percentage is not high that you can pull that off, but you can. But if you want to make sure, if you want to put the nail in the coffin, if you want to seal the deal, if you want to get the W, you better do whatever it takes. Otherwise, you might not do it. You might flunk what you could make happen for yourself, is what I'm trying to say here. So everybody needs to understand their role in each gender. It's two different things. Men are protectors, providers. It's what they do. Men are supposed to be the breadwinners, not females. I'm not saying don't make money. I'm not saying don't get your money. Go for it. But typically females that are career-oriented women have a hard time with high-value men. They usually have failed relationships. They're usually divorced, single past 40. It's a wrap. And, you know, in that situation, you kind of lose. Because now you don't have your bloodline. You can't have kids. You can't really be as happy as you could have been because you were probably stubborn as hell. And it is what it is. But it's different for both genders, is basically what I'm trying to say here. And you guys need to understand that. You need to get your feelings out of this and understand with logic. And I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women fail to understand this concept because they would rather not think with logic and think with emotion and think they can still do whatever they want and still get the man they deserve. It's not true. Whoever told you that bullshit is lying. Whoever told you that bullshit literally don't know what they're talking about. If I had a daughter, I would tell her exactly what she needs to do to get the highest value, best man she could possibly get. And I guarantee you she would succeed in doing so. A lot of people are not told the right things. Just because you were told it doesn't mean it's true. Always remember that. And a lot of the time when young females are just scattered in this world, they don't really have a solid father figure. They don't have a lot of guys that's close to them, but they have like a lot of their girlfriends around them or a sister, and they're getting advice from other girls and their sister and their friends. They're set up to fail. They're set up to fail. Because these ladies are telling, they're making them stay single. Be promiscuous, do this. Sleep around with a lot of guys, have your fun, do this. Let's go partying all the time. You don't want to be boring, you don't want to be locked down by some guy, you don't want to be committed like this, you want to have fun, you can do all these things, look at this. Not knowing there's consequences to all these things. Sure, it could be fun for a female to do these things, sure, could be. But guess what? You have a long life ahead of you, young lady. And you're not going to live your best life from doing those things because you're gonna get a reputation. It's not going to be a good one. And I'm going to tell you something right now. All those top guys that you desperately want, when it's all said and done, they care about their reputation and they don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to be made of a fool. They don't want to walk somewhere with you down the line. They don't want to walk into some spot, into a restaurant, into any public place, and you're holding her hand There's a bunch of guys in there. There's a bunch of people in there, and they're all laughing at you because guess what? They got what you had right now for free. Hey, look, bro, that we smashed her. We all smashed her. Look at this, bro. Look at this guy. We all smashed her. He's holding her hand. What a simp. Is that what you want? No. No man wants that. That's an embarrassment. When you become an embarrassment to a man, you're done. Your best option is to move. I know women from where I used to come from that I actually used to date. Guess what? They're not here no more. They moved. Because they effed around too damn much. Bad reputation. They can't be taken seriously anymore. They had to move. And you know what they probably did? They probably told this dumbass how hard of a past she had. How this guy did her wrong. How this guy did her wrong. How another word. Oh my God. It's probably what she told this dumbass when in actuality she was a manipulative little bitch that did all these things. Was promiscuous. Slept around. Riding the carousel. The town bike. Now she gets rejected by all the guys she actually wants to settle with. Do you guys understand where I'm getting at? Everything you do matters. Your reputation matters a lot. A lot. Being both man and woman. Everyone's reputation matters. A lot. No guy wants to get embarrassed. And in fact, women love a high value man because now she can show him off to all her friends, her family, everybody. I won, she says. Look what I got. I'm so blessed. Maybe not like that, but you know what I mean. They love to win. Men love to win. You have to be something specific. A man has to be something specific. You come together, you make it work. It's a match made in heaven. You think you can just mess around in life, manipulate, do what you want, get away with all these things when you can't. I'm sorry to tell you, but you can't. Because karma's going to get you because you were a bad little bitch, weren't you? Oh, yes, you were. Karma's going to get you for any guy that thinks he can do stupid ass shit and not become high value. You might mess everything up. You may never be able to get the woman that you really desire. And you guys don't have to take what I'm saying seriously. You guys don't have to do anything. You can listen. You can listen to this video one ear out the other, blah blah blah. But I'm telling you guys seriously how it's really done. You want to maximize and increase your chances, and not only increase, but put a stamp on it. Put the nail in the coffin. You became so great as a man. You became so great as a woman. The way you both have to do things, which I already explained, there's no way in hell that you could possibly lose. That you could possibly go without the person you really deserve in your life. Because guess what? To me, it's important. To me, it's one of the most important things in my life. It's right up there at the top with my purpose. It's that important to me. Who I have by my side. Very important. To every high value man, it's very important. To every high value lady that's doing the right things. She's smart. She knows what she's doing. The man by her side is very important to her. You're not just going to date just to date. You're not going to do mindless things just to do mindless things. Because a lot of people are doing that. A lot of people think they can just live their best life and date around and do all these things. You are a pig. I hate to tell you that, but you're a pig. You really ain't got nothing. You just ain't. You got it all wrong is what you got. You got it all wrong. You are your own worst enemy. What's a little bit